Okay, my last video blog, I told you about the day in 1976 that I met Major Franklin. Now I'm going to tell you about when I met Benny Thomasson, and it was in Weezer in 1970, I believe it was 1974, kind of lose track of that stuff, but 1974, and I'd been listening to Benny's Fiddling. I was introduced to it from a fiddle maker and fiddle player in Jerome, Idaho, Sam Daniels, who told me about these Texas fiddlers and let me listen to some records of them. Benny Thomasson's fiddling I just loved because it just kind of flowed, and it was just so easy and comfortable to listen to, and it had this rhythm and this happiness that I was really attracted to it above all the other fiddle players. And I remember I couldn't wait to meet Benny, and I heard that he was going to be at Weezer that year. And you know, you just don't know how to approach these guys to introduce yourself to him. I just kind of hung around him a little bit like everybody else did with my recorder. Every time he got his fiddle out, I stuck my recorder towards him, and I remember that in the warm-up room at Weezer, it was right by where the cafeteria window was. He was sitting right there playing. Mark O'Connor was sitting on his left listening to play, and he was playing Sally Johnson, and I'd been working on Sally Johnson. And there was a roll that he does on the end of one of the parts in that song that I'd been working on really hard, and I just couldn't get a handle on it. There was the bowing was kind of bizarre in it, but anyway, he played that, and I saw him do that, and I saw that bowing, and it kind of clicked a little bit. But when he got done, and these are the first words I spoke to Benny, I said, I've been trying for a long time to learn how you do that roll on Sally Johnson. And the first words Benny spoke to me is he said, well, you get your fiddle right now and I'll show it to you. And I said, no, that's okay. He said, no. He said, young man, you go get your fiddle. And he said, I want to show it to you. And then he said, we'll play some other tunes. But he said, it'll just take a second. He said, you'll get it. So anyway, I just want to play you that roll. And you hear a lot of people play it today, but it came from Benny Thomasson, and it's right on the end of this part. That's it right there, and I spent a long time trying to learn that, and Benny showed it to me just a couple minutes. That was my first introduction to Benny Thomasson. I love the guy. And keep in touch with my blogs at joesice.com.